What up, y'all? Hey, we did a late. What y'all doing up? It's late, and we up, and we about to talk about is the levels good? Can I be heard? Can I be heard? Make sure I'm looking at the chat. We are live. Thank you all for watching. What y'all doing up at this time of the hour of the night? We are here. It's 12:36 a.m. and I am going to talk about a comic book video game. Yes, a grown man. Absolutely. That is what we're doing here. Welcome. Yo, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on with the Spider-Man game. I just came back 2 weeks ago. And I'm not really on the news thing. There's plenty of people for you to watch for the news. I'm more so here just to talk about my opinion of the stuff and, give a different perspective. I'm not really, but with that trailer that came out, if you ain't see my last live, you should watch my last live. I talked about, I kind of talked about my perspective on the Miles Morales game. I talked about my perspective on even the Miles Morales character, how he been depicted, So how he been depicted in the movie, like the Across the Spider-Verse, and how he was depicted in the video game, the Miles Morales video game. And, it's interesting. I was talking about some stuff, it's interesting. And with that, though, as I was talking about it, 17 minutes, I don't know, what am I talking about? While I was talking about it, though, was when the announcement trailer, or this new trailer, the latest trailer that came out, was when it came out. So I watched it, and it was sweet. That was a whole genuine reaction. I didn't do the crazy thing. They're not going to use my clip. I mean, they could. I mean, my clip I was genuine. I was like, hey, it looks sweet. And I played it back. We'll watch it again. But I do want to watch, because look, we all watching stuff, all right? Look, we could watch stuff together. It's interesting. This YouTube thing now is different. We taking it a whole nother way. But I have to look down there for the chat. So, but he said, Kick Easy said, Miles dreads look kind of funny. That's funny. We'll talk about, the designs of the characters, because I do want to talk a little bit about Mary Jane. There's some interesting rhetoric about Mary Jane and women in general in video games. And I do want to talk a little bit about that too. And it's late, so we could talk about some stuff and it not necessarily be, listen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's late, and unless you're watching it at a time when it's not late, then that's different. But because it is late for when I'm making this, when I'm streaming it right now, then I could talk about anything regardless. That's the whole point of the whole thing. This is a video that's you get I could do what I want on here. That's my whole point. So. All right, but I want to talk about the Venom stuff. I want to talk about the Comic-Con stuff, because there was a whole panel that I want to watch. I haven't watched the panel. I want to watch the panel. It was some the creator of the drawer of Venom, Todd McFarlane, the designer of Venom. He talked about the creation of the character, and he talked about how Insomniac, is depicting him and what he thinks about it. And he kind of said he played the game, and it was very interesting, because I'm gonna take a look at that interview. It was very interesting because in the interview, I felt like if I was interviewing him and he said some stuff like that, hey, what you just say, dog? What that mean? But it was I don't know. It didn't necessarily go. I mean, they was run out of time. I don't know. Max Scoville, he a good. I've been watching him for a minute. He's dope. So it was just interesting. I was thinking, okay, wait. So is it the whole thing is marketing? Of course, it's marketing. But is it for real? He said that people think that the Venom character right now is being, the rumor is that it's Norman Osborn, which is like, so when he said it, like, and we're gonna look at it, because like did he mean Harry Osborn? Because if he meant Harry, because the trailer showcased really what they were trying to say is Harry, they were trying to say it. So if he meant Harry, that's it, but he said Norman, so that's different. And with him saying Norman, it's like, well, that's already, of course, that's one of the conjecture, the things that we're thinking about. But the trailer didn't really give us that idea that it was Norman, and you had a hard time Norman, and you said Norman. So then, is it Norman? And then like Todd McFarlane, when he says something about like he was playing the game, kind of like alluding to him playing the game, like Max didn't really cut into it. He didn't say, hey, wait, what? You was doing what? Like he didn't, it was kind of like, okay, well, thank you for joining us. It was like, okay, so you just all in, they all in on it? They're just all in on it, huh? No, I'm joking. Well, I mean, we'll take a look at the clip and then you can tell me what y'all think. I'll be looking at the chat. We're gonna take a look. But first thing yes, I think Venom is playable, of course. But why wouldn't Venom be? Like, Venom has to be playable. There isn't really there isn't a reason for him not to be, because in the previous game you already introduced playing with other characters. You play as another character. Like, so come on. Like, I think that's a given, though. I don't really think we have to. I don't really think we have to ask that much. I think it's pretty much a given. It's been in the previous games, and it's actually a point. Like, people want to play as Venom. The previous game had it where you could play as different characters. Showcase that. Play as Venom. Shoot. Come on, man. Come on. You said, speaking of Todd, what did you think of his run with Spider-Man? I don't really know much about his run. I know that it's really a lot of from my understanding, a lot of his work is more not dark, but like kind of grungy, a little bit not grungy. What word? Dark. Okay, we'll use that word. So I can't really say much about it, actually. I'm just gonna be making something up. I don't know. Todd McFarlane, he drew Venom. He did a good job. I liked it. I like the design. Shoot, great design. You said you really hope Harry isn't Venom. So the trailer really made it look like that Harry was Venom, but it's just interesting that within that, first I want to look at the Comic-Con thing, and then after the Comic-Con thing, I'll go to like the Twitter videos, because like I think that's something. If I'm being real honest, I think it's a real. Why didn't he ask more questions? I mean, yeah, he ran out of time, and we had professionalism and all that. Yeah. I don't know. My mind just goes to, he said it was playable. Max Scoville kind of damage controlled. He said it was Norman Osborn when it kind of wasn't really. I mean, that wasn't what the trailer was given. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe he didn't mean to say. Because he he stumbled over his words. So I don't know. But we're gonna take a look at that. But first, I'm actually really tempted to actually just start with that little interview, actually, because like, you know what? I'm just gonna start with that interview. And IGN, I appreciate you. There is no need for any of the copywriting, of the striking, of any of that nature. We're just talking about it. And go to the IGN article. I'll have it linked in the description. Actually, it's right now. If you're watching live with me, it's not in the description. But if you're watching not live, check. It's there.
given that I was the
all right. So we're actually gonna take a look at that.
Well, it's like this.
All right. All right. I think I'm back. I think I'm cute. I know I'm not. The okay, is it working? Okay. Okay, IGN. I apologize. Look, everything is fine. You see it's me. You see IGN. Look. All right. Whoa, it didn't move. They didn't see IGN. Stop. Whoa. Look. It is fine. We're good. Okay? Whoa. All right. All right. So, where we last left off before the stream was interrupted, I was we were going to take a look together at an interview. This interview was conducted by IGN. That interview was with Todd McFarlane and Max Scoville. That interview had content in which the two were speaking about the Venom character in the Insomniac developed Spider-Man game, the new one. And in that interview, he mentioned that Venom was playable and that he played him as the character. He said, I don't want to play as that little skinny Peter Parker dude. I want to play as the big guy. He could throw tanks. I'm with that. That's what he said. And Max Scoville didn't really say nothing. He didn't say nothing. So that's what happened. Yep, that's what happened with that one. He didn't say nothing. If you would like to see the video, look, Google it. It's in the. I should put it in the description. I mean, my stream did not go down because of IGN. That's a joke. It did not go down because of IGN, guys. All right, that's not the case. Let me make sure I have my chat and everything back, because I just lost everything for a minute. Okay, make sure the stream is everybody's good. Can I be heard? Are the levels good? Cool. Let me make sure. Cool. There we go. All right, I got the chat back. Okay, so we are gonna take a look at that Comic-Con video, because that's fine for me to look at on YouTube. I'm not going to IGN's website. I'm not going nowhere else. We're on YouTube. We're gonna. It's like a reaction, you know. You know how people, you know how YouTubers do the reaction videos. It's like that, but it's live. So YouTube, you don't have to. You know me. Okay. All right. So and thank you all. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at the chat. It's good. I think it's good. Okay. All right, so we're gonna take it to the Comic-Con trailer, or the Comic-Con panel. They're talking about the game, and then from there, I want to talk more about the Venom gameplay and what that could be, and then I want to talk about Mary Jane. Yup, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. It's not in the title because we're exploring the exciting gameplay features. Okay, this is like exciting. This is great. So, and it's not. Look, it's great. The game looks good. What you talking about? They done did their thing. But some people is a little upset about Mary Jane. They think she looks a little bit. They think Mary Jane doesn't look the best. That they think that she looks. Well, I mean, this is YouTube. I think I really do think I can watch other videos in my video, and you can watch it with, like, there are plenty of YouTubers doing that now. So, like, I feel like it's okay for me to, like, it's like a shout out basically. Like, I'm like, hey, watch this YouTube video. Watch these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch it with me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, I do want to watch this Comic-Con thing. I ain't seen it. So we gonna watch it. It's late, y'all. This is interesting. And then after, I want to really talk about some gameplay elements for Venom and potentially other characters. You know, because why not? Come on, why not? And the idea of the Mary Jane stealth thing, like, we'll talk about that too. Because if Mary Jane is gonna be, and if this is like a Mary Jane stealth mission and you're hiding from Peter, we'll talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. That'd be interesting, I guess. What do y'all think about it? Do y'all like that? Does that sounds cool? You like that idea? Hiding from Peter. We're hiding. Peter. What happens when he catches you? What's the fail screen? It's like Spider-Man 3. It's like that. He like slapped the mess out. He slapped the mess out of her and she fall down. Then he take the suit off. That's what probably happens. That's probably, I just spoiled the game. All right, we're gonna look at the Comic-Con thing, and yeah, because I think it's interesting. All right, let's go. Is it playing? Yeah, there you go. Marvel to look at.
Hey MJ, I have another name for you. Craven. He's here on some kind of hunt. You know, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself.
This was our dream.
We've got a lot to talk about. So first, Brian, my first question for you is, where do we find Peter, MJ, Harry, and Miles at the beginning of Marvel Spider-Man 2, now that we're in the third installment of the franchise?
Well, you could find us all in the back being late to the panel because we were watching the story trailer as you guys were all watching it backstage.
True,
That's first
true.
off. So, yeah, I think what's really great about this game is that we're going to pick up roughly 9 to 10 months after the events of Miles Morales, which, if you haven't played it, it's an amazing video game by a talented team. And what's really great is we kind of have Pete and Miles. They're a well-oiled machine. They're a great team. They lean on each other. They really support each other, and they're really protecting the city. But at the same time, there's a lot of things going on in their life outside the mask. Miles is applying to college and trying to figure out how to write his college essay. And you have Pete starting his teaching career. And then you have MJ, who is still at the Bugle, but under a new leadership with the return of J. Jonah Jameson at the Daily Bugle.
Damn. All right, and then Bill, so my next question is for you. So can you talk about the dynamic of these characters and how working with Insomniac, they're keeping the authenticity of the DNA of the core of these characters while still making it their own?
Together, working all together, we're all one team. We all love the characters. Our goal is to make something that you love, that when you play it, you say, this was made by fans for fans.
Oh yeah.
And John, my next question is for you. With the new villains that we've seen in this game, confirmed villains with Kraven, Venom, and Lizard, can you talk narratively why you felt those choices for those villains were important?
For us, it really started with Kraven. He's our catalyst for the story, right? Like before the game starts, he's halfway around the world being Kraven, hunting, trying to find the ultimate prey. And he watched from afar as the events of the first two games occurred. And he decided, you know what? There's a lot of stuff going on in New York City. That might be my new hunting ground. So, like I said, Kraven's a catalyst for everything happening. When he comes to New York City, a lot of things start going wrong. We have Lizard coming out. We have the symbiote coming out. And as you saw briefly in that trailer, Miles is forced to come face to face with the Mr. Negative, the guy who killed his dad. So there's a lot of drama that's happening in this game.
Absolutely, and Jacinda, my next question for you. So I think one of the things fans really appreciate about both of the games is just the environment, just the lived-in cities that it feels like a character in its own. So can you talk about how you elevated that with this new game, especially with the PS5 technology and the new locations that we'll see, like with Coney Island and Queens and stuff like that?
Totally, yeah. We're super excited to finally be able to bring Brooklyn and Queens to our fans. Obviously, Miles is from Brooklyn. Peter is from Queens. Not only does it increase the gameplay space, so there's a lot more places for you to swing to, but it also has some really cool, obviously Marvel landmarks, as well as New York landmarks. For example, I know in Queens, everybody has wanted to visit Aunt May's house and perhaps see where Peter lives. I know a lot of fans had wanted to interact with that space, so just being able to like walk in and see where he lives is incredible. Oh, and there's a picture of Aunt May's house. The other thing that's really cool is it's introducing a lot of cool landmarks like the East River. So as you could see in our gameplay trailer that we produced a while back, you can now chase the lizards on the East River, which is awesome. And personally, for me, I just love seeing the Brooklyn Bridge, the Williamsburg Bridge, and being able to just swing across the water. It's an incredible experience.
And Ryan, my next question for you, just following up with the new locations, can you talk about how the new traversal techniques that we are implementing in this game affected your approach to this and how you elevated it?
Sure. I mean, one of the interesting things with Brooklyn and Queens is you're not always surrounded by skyscrapers anymore. And so we thought, what's a really great opportunity? Something we've seen on comic book covers, we've seen it in the movies, we can add the web wings. And that's really changed how we look at traversal. Swinging is always our Spider-Man core. That's where we come from. But what we did is design the web wings so that we could integrate them and weave them in with swinging. You gain height and you build speed between swinging and the web wings, and you go back and forth and really kind of weave your way through the city. It's really fun. In Brooklyn and Queens, there are some lower spaces, there are some new spaces, but you have to get between Manhattan and the other boroughs by crossing the river. So that's another opportunity where we could really, we added these things called jet streams or wind tunnels. You really build speed there, and they just shoot you right along when you're on the web wings. It's really fun, and it's one of the chances for us to really push the power of the PS5 there and like hit a level of speed that we hadn't had in the previous game. It's really added a new dimension to what we can do with traversal.
We see Mr. Negative in this trailer. So can you just briefly talk a little bit about how he's still coping with the effects of his game and dealing with the loss of his father?
Man, well, y'all seen Miles' trajectory, and just with everything that he's been through with his family and his friends, and just getting into this new world that he's, being introduced to. But he's now owning this power. But coming back to Martin Lee, man, that was something big. I didn't think that we would revisit that because we had a lot of emotions on set.
And my last question, because we touched on it as well, but his powers and his abilities, how is he really, we see them evolving, and we see him, he has a couple new abilities, so how is he really coming into his own with that, with his abilities?
Oh, we got some stuff coming for y'all. Y'all get ready. October 20th, you're going to be surprised, you're going to be shocked, you're going to be on your feet. You're gonna be screaming, you're gonna be crying, you're gonna be laughing. So y'all get ready, man. We got some powerful stuff coming for y'all.
I apologize to employers everywhere because I hear a lot of people going, I've already booked, time off from work, on October 20th for like 3 days. I'm like, right.
We have MJ in the house. So can you talk about what are her ambitions in this game and how her storyline has evolved from when we last saw her?
Yeah, I think she's coming to her own a lot more. I think she's understanding who she is as a reporter and as a writer a lot more. She spent a lot of time away from Peter in Symkaria. And am I allowed to say this? She's writing.
There's a reason why we wanted Yuri, Laura, and Najiel here, because they are a team. They are, they complement each other really well, not just what's going on in the superhero world, but what's happening in their lives. And I think that's why, even when we're shooting our scenes, we're all kind of working together as a team, figuring out how do we put this game together. And I know we couldn't be working with better people. Like, I love these people. They're awesome. So I
love you too, man. We love you more, bro.
They're the best.
Come on, man.
There's somebody else that we can't forget about on this panel. That is the Venom of the Venom. Tony Todd, it is truly an honor to have you on this panel right now. Let's get it.
And all of a sudden, I get a call from Insomniac to test drive Venom. And I got to say, it's been the most exciting voiceover journey that I've had to date.
Yeah. Brian, can you just talk about the casting of this? I know is there a story or something along how this happened?
Oh yeah. So I remember we cast a lot of the characters pretty quickly. Like obviously we had Miles, Peter, MJ, and then early we actually like right before COVID I think we cast Kraven, and I knew I was putting off Venom. I was just putting it off. I was like, I know there's already there's gonna be so many opinions what people, and I know I was scared to death. And I remember Patrick, our dialogue lead, was asking me like, what are you looking for? And I said, I don't know. And then I remember just happened to be on the internet one day, and I was listening to one of I think it was the Candyman, the new Candyman trailer, and I heard Tony, and I was like, hey, if we could get like a Tony Todd, that would be the one. And then a couple weeks go by, I don't think anything about it, and Patrick messages me and goes, you're not gonna believe this. Tony Todd's interested. And I remember he sent a real quick tape in, and it was like, sorry, Tony, it was really bad, like audio quality, but it took like 3 lines, and I was like, that's it. Just, please hire him. Please, whatever he wants, give it to him. And I think you all know, based on what you heard, he's incredible. We have a wonderful, there's 4 of us here from Insomniac, but we have so many Insomniacs who are putting so much work into this game. And I just want to say, if they're somehow listening to this somehow, thank you for all the work that you guys are putting into it right now. It's incredible. The work they're doing to finish this up is just, I call Insomniac my second family, because we just put so much into this. And you can imagine when you're in your family, everybody has opinions, right? Yep. And I think it's probably the only decision I've ever made being a creative director in 10 years where I just said, Tony Todd is gonna be Venom, and everybody said yes. So,
can you just talk a little bit about Venom's motivations and his personality in this, and why is he so important to the narrative of this game?
Well, yeah, I mean, Venom is a symbiote, right? And I think the thing that a lot of symbiote stories have in common, and the reason why I think we connect with them really well, is that it's a simple human story. We all have a darkness inside of us. And then you put the symbiote on top of that. It really brings out the dark parts of what Spider-Man is about, power and responsibility. You heard Yuri talk about it a couple minutes ago. And what happens in the story is that sense of responsibility starts to go away. It's really interesting when you bring the symbiote into these relationships, how it really challenges them, not just externally, because there's cool powers. Ryan was talking about having that control in your hand. Oh my God, it's amazing. But the people you love around you.
Tony, I'm coming back to you. Can you talk about your approach to bringing the voice of it to life and how you approached it?
For me, Venom was fun to do, and I wanted to make sure that there was a joyous quality in his destruction.
I'm glad it was fun for you, because it scared the hell out of us.
Always fun to me.
Yeah, it'd be funny when we were in the recording booth, because we would record separately when we were doing gameplay dialogue, and every once in a while, Tony, you would come and play in our headphones before a line, and it was like, oh God. Wouldn't expect it, and it was terrifying.
And Brian, I'll come back to you real quick. What was that like when you heard Tony voice his lines for the first time officially, and what was your initial reaction?
Well, first relief, because I was like, okay, we made the right choice for sure. And I think then just general excitement. And I think Tony is so talented that, sometimes depending on, we have so many different characters, or so many different actors, sometimes we're, depending on what the role calls for, are we gonna, adjust the way that they do the line, and you just let Tony be Tony and you get magic.
It was like a gift come true to be able to cement myself in the whole voiceover family and world, and meet new friends and conquests, and I'm still pinching myself, because I'm a gamer, and I'm telling you, I can't wait for this monumental masterpiece to drop.
That's right.
Sizzle.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, can you do the iconic "We Are Venom" line for everybody in the crowd?
Bring us all out.
Which do you want? No, okay. We are Venom.
All right, well, think we got some special surprises coming up for you guys. I think the next thing we want to talk about is the collector's edition statue that we have here on this table right here.
I think it really represents what this game is about. I've said in previous interviews, I've talked about, it's called Spider-Man 2 for a reason, because we have two iconic characters in this great piece of art, but also it's going to take two Spider-Men to take on something so powerful, something that they've never been able, there's nothing come their way. I mean, if you look at, whether it's Doc Ock in the first game and then Tinker in Miles Morales, like Venom is literally a whole different beast.
Brian, why are you putting on gloves right now? Like that's.
Oh, these?
Yeah. What is that for?
Well,
like,
Dorian, I think we should play the video.
I think we should play the video. Let's go ahead and play that video real quick.
Miles, I need your help. What is this stuff? Wait, Pete, I got an idea. Nice! One more time! On 3! 1, 2, 3!
PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
The beautiful Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5.
Oh my God.
Wow. I didn't know about that. I didn't know. They didn't show me that before we came out
No, they
here
didn't tell us
today.
that.
They
No,
did
that was-
not.
Yeah.
Now I have to
Y'all
get
knew what y'all were doing.
Secrets, you guys.
They knew what they were doing.
Wow.
All right, well, there we go. Like Marvel, so they keep everything so tight-lipped. I found out about this 5 minutes before we came out here. That's how serious they are. So, Brian, can you speak to this epic, amazing, beautifuln's right here?
This has been one of the biggest secrets throughout the entire development of the game, that we were going to have the console and the DualShock. So I know we're pretty pumped. I mean, I think, we talk about the symbiote playing a big role. Obviously, it plays a big role here in the design of the console, and we thank PlayStation for going above and beyond with the design of it. I know I just worked really closely with everybody on the design of it, and I'm pretty pumped.
All in all, that being said, I want to say thank you again to this incredible panel. Thank you guys so much for all your hard work.
That game looked good. Y'all see? Okay, look. I ain't nothing to analyze, but okay, so yeah, right here, the little voiceovers right here. What is this stuff? It's probably from the game, so unless they filmed it directly for the advertisement right there, that's probably for the game. So, yeah, wow, that was hey. I liked it. I thought that was sweet. They got a lot of stuff going on. But the Venom, we need to have that Venom gameplay be. Come on, we need to have not on and free roam Venom, of course, but there needs to be that Venom gameplay need to be that deal. We need to be able to like the missions. Okay. The missions should be boss battles as Venom. Like, it should, in Ultimate Spider-Man when he fought Wolverine, or I believe he even fought Deadpool. Like, it should be stuff like that. You should fight the Spider people, the Spider-Man. You should, and as Spider-Man, you should have to fight Spider-Man. We've already talked about that though, but yeah. The flying stuff is sweet. The areas of all of the different areas, the suburbs with Queens, Brooklyn, that's sweet. The PlayStation though was like, y'all see that PlayStation? That's everybody buying that. Cause you see it, you gotta buy that. Like, dang, that's sweet. That's gonna be like the standard play. But then what's even crazier is they talking about it's gonna be like a PlayStation Slim or something coming up. So I didn't get a PlayStation 5 yet because ain't no games. I'm gonna get it for Spider-Man because That's the only thing. What other game would you get? What other game you gonna play? Hogwarts Legacy? I didn't play that. Did you play it? I have not played that yet. I played like a little bit of it. Did you play Gotham Knights? If y'all played Gotham Knights, I'm gonna look in the chat. Y'all can answer that question. Did you play Gotham Knights? Shoot, I should ask you to call in and answer. Have you played Gotham? No, it's too late. It's too late. I'm not taking calls at no 1 a.m. I don't know what you. That's go to Lucas's stream for that. He be cussing folks out at 1 a.m. I can't. But. I don't know what y'all be on. But the Venom gameplay needs to be sweet. It needs to be boss battles. It needs to be free roam. Oop, it fell. It needs to be boss battles. It needs to be free roam. It needs to have like all of the gameplay elements in which you play as another character. There needs to be something other than the same stealth, the same, like, they can fight. Imagine the concept of fighting in that world, not as a superpowered person. Like, or the idea of just introducing a different gameplay genre into the Spider-Man game. Introducing the third-person shooter in the Spider-Man game. Now you playing as Silver Sable, and you're shooting, and the gameplay is sweet. You're playing as Craven. Okay, you're playing as Craven, and it's different. I don't know, but introduce stuff like that. The concept of Mary Jane in the vehicle driving, chasing the action. And it's like Grand Theft Auto, and maybe even introducing that concept of being able to free roam drive. Play free roam as Mary Jane, and in these daily bugle missions, free roam and she works with Eddie Rock. That's the introduction of Eddie. Free roam. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of different stuff. You can really do things differently. I think. It doesn't have to be the same. Just because it's Spider-Man, we don't have to only play as Spider-Man, and they know that, and that's I think they going down that route. Somebody had commented earlier, and you shouldn't say that, but somebody had commented earlier, and it was like, wait, I'm actually going. I wouldn't be surprised if Venom won't be playable. Come on. It's gonna be DLC. They ain't even like that though. Insomniac not really like that. They got on me. They got on me when I was like, and I deleted all them tweets, but when I was like, hey, they just doing it for money. They said no, we ain't. Excuse me. What's the Sigourney Weaver hole? Excuse me, Insomnia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk about your business propositions, your profit margins, and all of that. My bad. Shoot, $1 billion franchise in my control. I'm not thinking about billions of dollars. But that was years ago. I ain't been on YouTube. I ain't been on YouTube. I stopped. The Hogwarts Legacy, the game, y'all, was sweet. Was it sweet? Gotham Knights, that game. Did y'all play that? I didn't play it. I didn't play that. I played a little bit of it. I'll play it. I'm gonna play as Batwoman, Batgirl. The Batgirl movie got canceled. Why they cancel Batgirl? What? Why did they cancel? Why did y'all cancel Batgirl? Brendan Fraser was supposed to be in that, right? I ain't see nothing. I ain't see it though. I haven't even seen the Batman movie. Did y'all see the Batman with Robert Pattinson? Twilight. I did not see, and I'll tell you why I didn't see Batman. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna review all this stuff. Batman, that movie was weird. I don't know if I've talked about it. I don't think I talked about it on YouTube. I ain't been on Batman. I'm watching the movie, okay, and he was like spying on Catwoman, I think. Woman goes to go change, and Bruce Wayne's still watching. I'm like, wait a minute now. Come on, what's going on? What is they doing? So I didn't see that. I stopped watching, but I'm gonna watch it. I am gonna watch the Batman. We're gonna watch it eventually. No Way Home, saw that, loved it. I mean, I didn't love it like you think, cause I'm gonna talk about that too. I just really loved the Green Goblin fight, man. Dog, I'm like, come on, dog. Green Goblin he be going, them fights with Gobby, they don't be playing. They be like writing it, knowing, like, this is the Goblin that he's fighting. This is like his inverse self. This is the devil, you know? This is like, and Norman don't be playing. I like that. They need to, dog, we need more Norman. We need Norman in the movies. Like, he don't need to be a ghost. We need Norman, exactly like how they do it in the game. We need Norman to be like that. But they do it in the game. So Insomniac, do your thing. Do your thing. You got Harry Osborn, Venom. Okay, is it Harry though? Is it Harry though? Come on now. Is it? Look. All right. We didn't been through this. We didn't have the trailer for the old one. People thought it was a glider or something. I didn't think it was a glider. I don't even remember what I thought it was. I didn't really have that much concern of who it was. I was more so like, why does the game look like that? Like, but I mean, it was looking good, but it was a misdirection regardless of in their marketing for the game. They misdirected folk. They made people think one thing when it was actually an octopus arm. So like within this one, it's not that. Is it? Is it actually not Harry? Is it somebody else? Is it Norman? Like Mexicoville kind of? Is it Norman? And then it's like, then that's the excuse for him to get the green serum because the symbiote like suck his soul or something. I don't know. Or he get into a big like the fight, it just blow up or something, but he survived. And then the eye serum is. But who would put him in the eye? Well, I guess Dr. Kirk. Well, who would Dr. Kirk Connors? What? I don't know. I don't know about none of that actually, guys. I don't know. Norman? Maybe not. They said it's not Eddie Brock. And Rocksteady, though, remember, they said it's not Jason Todd with a... That's a spoiler. I apologize. Spoiler alert for Batman Arkham Knight. They said that it wasn't who it was. And it was who it was. So that means they lied. It's like Andrew Garfield. He's talking about, I'm not in that movie. What'd he say? He used the analogy, I'm not the werewolf. I'm not the werewolf, y'all. Come on, man. You was the werewolf, dude. And he was the werewolf. That's okay. That's all right. You said the Batman was very good, but a little long. It was very good. Okay. You said, Insomniac is delivering dynamic gameplay like that. Playable Venom is a long shot, in my opinion, too far out of the established formula. Would be dope, though. What? No. You mean to tell me that would be too far outside of their established formula, that Insomniac Games can't switch it up like that? But come on, man. They Mary Jane missions switched it up. Okay, it didn't switch it up like that. It switched it up. No, it was like something. It was switched it up. Did y'all like the Mary Jane? People was like, the Mary Jane missions were not that bad. They weren't. Who said they were that bad? Who cares? It's not oh my God, it's not that bad. Okay, great. It's not that bad. Like, what's your point? It could be better. Yeah, it could be better, so. All right. So my opinion is upgrade, evolution, growth. Shoot, it was not that bad. It really was good. It was fine. Evolve, make more dynamic, different playable sections, different playable characters, and these characters, when you play as them, it then lends to different gameplay segments. You know what I'm saying? Different elements, different points in which the audience, the gamer, the game player, their interest and attention is grabbed and hooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You said that. Dang, too far out of the established. Wait. Too far out of the established formula? Dang. Dang. What? Insomniac is sweet, though. They supposed to be sweet. I never thought Insomniac wasn't sweet. Okay, my thought process isn't that they're going to make a bad game. That's not my first impression of the first game, or especially not of this one, because of that first game, yeah. And Insomniac is an established developer. But the point is, though, that they got access to, they're in a different space than they once were. So, like, evolution, growth, they only gonna get better. So, like, come on, you said it was. Dang, if I worked at Insomniac, I would be offended. I would do the Evan Falarka. I shouldn't even be mentioning that. I'm gonna stop talking about that, actually. And then you said you're a bit of a No Way Home hater. It had moments of brilliance, though. That's the story of Tom Holland's Spider-Man overall, though, for me. See, the No Way Home, and I'm gonna make a whole video about that, or do a whole live about it. The No Way Home thing was it just. They didn't. There was, to me, so many different ways you could have taken and could have made the story, and the story was made that way. And maybe that was because of COVID, but they're doing the whole like Sony Spider-Verse, and it's gonna be connected to the games. It should be. And Wolverine is going to be connected to this game. It should be. There's some news. I talked about that in my last stream too. It was like some news, and they talked about seeing other Marvel characters in the game, but they referenced Kraven the Hunter. Now, I get it. Kraven the Hunter is a Marvel character. Yes, but he's Spider-Man, He got a movie coming out. Yeah, so he's Marvel. But he's Spider-Man, though, So, like, with that being said, they're alluding, we know Insomniac, they're making a Wolverine game. They're even making another game that's not announced. So, of my thoughts, Wolverine is in there. They ain't just talking about Kraven, talking about Marvel characters. They talking about other characters too. Wolverine. Shoot, Kraven looked at that spectrum. It's gonna be Wolverine on that boy. It better be. If it's not, why not? Why not? You said it's outside of their thing. No, come on, man. They sweet. Okay, they sweet. But that switched from No Way Home was sweet. I like that fight. We're gonna talk about that though differently. We're gonna talk about that. He said we need Norman with the waves. With the waves? With the waves. Norman with the waves. Okay. Venom would need to be vastly different from normal Spider-Man gameplay or it'll be disappointing. Go all the way and make a new gameplay type, not just slow but stronger Spidey. It would have to be like he'd be like a tank, but he'd be like a bigger, stronger Spidey, and instead of him protecting people, he actually would make stuff go crazy. Like they'd probably have a whole wanted system, have the police come after him, have all of it. Shoot, have Spider-Man come after him eventually. Even have, they talk about other Marvel characters, have the other Marvel characters come out. That scene, I'm going, now I'm, that's what you're like. Now, that's not what they're gonna do. They're not gonna do all of that. I mean, they should, right? Look, why not? Millions of dollars? Come on, you gotta spread that out. People gotta work. Yeah, it's Venom. I'm just speculating. I'm just over here dreaming. The developers listening like. Sounds like Bizarro mode on Superman Returns. But no, wait, but the police didn't come after him, did they? It was like you had to, I barely remember that. Wow, I love that game. And that game is, wow, I'm so happy. Wow, Superman Returns. Y'all remember that? Dang, man. And they made Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. What? What? Batman Arkham this, Arkham that, Arkham here, Arkham there. Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League. Come on, dog. What is going on? That's artificial intelligence, if you ask me. No, I shouldn't say that. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. ChatGPT, hey, shoot, man, give me a whole release schedule for my gaming division, man. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, dog. I'm chilling, bro. Hey, ChatGPT said we doing Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, bro. That's what we doing. I don't know what you talking about. Yeah, all them ideas is great, but would it the thing print? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That's funny. You said you hope Venom could web swing. Yes. And yes, please web swing and be able to, because he can't. They're not going to make him fly, so it's going to be something else for him, right? He needs to. There needs to be something else, though. You know what I'm saying? He's jumping on helicopters. I don't know. There needs to be something else, though. You know what I'm saying? So he'll web swing. He'll probably web swing, but maybe not. He was jumping on a helicopter. I don't know. Maybe. You said opinion on OG Eddie Brock likely not being Venom. I mean, it's likely that he's not. I don't have an opinion. What if he is? Then what? What if it's a whole fugazi trick? It's like they're making it look like this for real, and then you watch it. It's like Mr. Negative was never behind that RPG missile on that helicopter. That was not him. That was a random person. What if it's not even Eddie? What if it's not even Norman? What if it's not even Harry? What if it's like not even Craven? What if it's like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't really have that much of an opinion. I'm more so looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to the story. I want to see what they're gonna do. I think it's spoiler for the comics of Miles Morales. Spoiler. All right. I think it's gonna be like a mirror of kind of the first game, Miles Morales game as well. So we'll have Harry probably die. You'll have Miles Morales' mother probably die. You'll have Martin Lee will not die. He's not going to die. He's not. He's important. He's important. He's not going to die. He's anti-Venom and something like that. He's not gonna die. That's interesting. Yeah, he's not gonna die. He might, but I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna die. Will Peter die? I don't think it's necessary for Peter to die. So, no, he's not. I mean, they could end it and make it look like he's dead, and then do the spoiler for Dead Rising 4. You guys play that, man. I miss Dead Rising, man. These games, what happened? It's because it's all right. But like Dead Rising 4, he come back. It's like the game ends with him in the grave, and then like the DLC is like him getting out. That would be traumatizing. Would you like that? Would y'all like that? I don't know if I would even like that. I'd be like, I'm paying this. I ain't paying for that. I ain't paying for that. I was upset with the DLC for Dead Rising. Like, why they do that? Why they do that? Man, shoot. Okay. Now, I do want to talk about, as well, Mary Jane in the Spider-Man game. So, look, I don't think there's a problem with her. I don't have a problem with her face. I don't have a problem with the character. It's a fictional character. It's not a real person. So, it's a cartoon, you know. So I'm not one of those guys that lust off of cartoons and stuff. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't even really watch anime because, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. It's a cartoon. It was drawn. It's not real. But it's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. That's just how I feel about it. So, okay. I'm just going to pull up the photo, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about it, because there is, in my opinion, it's interesting. I do think so. It's interesting. And there's a YouTube video that I was watching. There's a YouTuber. I'm going to give him a shout out. Not that he needs no one needs a shout out for me, but but he made a YouTube video, and he was talking about how Mary Jane is ugly. He was saying that Mary Jane in the game, in the trailer, is ugly. He was saying that Mary Jane looks like a man, which is, I mean, that's a very comical, humorous take. I think it's entertaining to me. It's an entertaining conversation in general. There's this whole conversation all the time about all of these agendas, this agenda, that agenda, all of these agendas. They're trying to make the kids look at this and trying to make the kids think that. And I don't disagree. But at what point what is it? What's the point? Okay, like, why? What if there is why? What's the point? To make you think that way, to make you feel that way too. But I don't. Like, so with that, like, I do want to talk about it though, because I think it's interesting. Shoot. So, right here, I looked up Mary Jane in this game, okay? And this is her. This is her. Here, can I make it bigger? Make it bigger. Calm down. Oh God. I'm not. And IGN. Chill. Wait, let me take it. Chill. You see me? Chill. All right, IGN. Yeah. I'm just talking. Okay. Don't take it down. All right. So, here I'm gonna pull the picture up in a different tab because. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so here it is. All right. So, now I don't think like there's anything wrong with her face. Okay, and this is like so this is the video. This is the YouTuber. I think his videos are dope. Check him out. But he's saying that she has a big jaw. He's saying she has He's saying that she has a big jaw, like it's masculine. And this is his edit. I don't know if I hope you guys can see that. That's his edit right there. So it's like this. Wait. Hold on. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right. And then I'll talk about it, sure. Okay, so it's like that. And then it's this. Okay. In the video, this video right here is GTA 6 Don't Make Women Ugly. He's talking about like the investors, and they're like making people, they're saying if you don't do this, you ain't getting the money, that's interesting. I think it's all I think we need to talk about it at least. So like, okay, so he's talking about, I went back 10 seconds into this is like advertisements. This is an advertisement for his video. Okay, you see that? Okay, and then Wait, okay. You see it? No, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna pause it here. Okay, and then, so this is the face, and this is his edit. And his point, I don't think, well, no, I know what his point is. His point wasn't that, she's genuinely ugly. His point is that she looks like a man. He's saying that she has a broad jawline. Now, somebody, you said she looks like Jay Leno. You said she looks like Jay Leno with that jaw? What is going on? Why are y'all... Why would you say that? She looks like Jay Leno. Okay, you said you can use comma and period to go frame. Oh shoot, I ain't know that. How you, dog? See, y'all be with it. Okay, hold on. So if I click this, okay. Oh, it ain't doing it. It's not doing it. It ain't moving frame by frame, but oh, it did it. Yeah, it did do it. Okay. Now this is a feminine face, but that doesn't make this not a feminine face. Like I mean, and then in the video he was saying like if you cover like her if you were to cover the top of her face, then it would looks like a man's jaw. So we'll try that. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom it in. Oh man. All right, so it's supposed to look like a man here. We're gonna give her the Bruce Wayne, that Batman. I mean, if you looked at me like that, you would know I was a man. But I have a beard. But I mean, I have a chiseled jawline as well. So, I mean, and he's saying that this is, and then like she looks older. Now I've gotten that she does look older. She looks 30. Now she doesn't look 30 though. She doesn't look 30. She just she looks like an Uncharted character though. The graphics look good. I like her hair right here. That's funny. The concept of her looking more manly. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think it's comical. I think that's a very humorous thing to say about it though. I don't know if I agree with that. I think she looks fine. I don't think she looks like I mean, like this is an edit. You made it more rounded. I mean, it's more. I guess that's more of a preference thing, a preferential thing, whatever word that is. I think it's more of a preference thing. I don't think she looks like a man though. Do y'all think she looks like a man? Y'all were talking about her jawline, saying she looked like Jay Leno and all that. You said 35 pushing 40. She looked like she's 35 pushing 40. She's supposed to be 28, 7, 24, 5, 25. Right? Something like that. He's supposed to be 25, I think, because he was 23 in the first game. This is 10 months after Miles Morales. Miles Morales took place, I'm assuming, like a year, something like that. So, you know, I don't think she looks manly though. She do look older, but I disagree with the man stuff. Yeah, I don't think she looks like a man. I think that's a comical take though. I think that's funny. I think that's funny. I think it's in the whole. There's a conversation about just an agenda on how women are being portrayed in gaming, in particular, and maybe the women aren't being portrayed in the most, or in a way that most people are used to them being portrayed. I don't know if they're being portrayed more masculine-ish. Oop, phone. I don't know if they're being portrayed more masculine-ish, but I mean, there is a difference in how they're being portrayed. Women normally, I feel like I remember seeing a little bit more promiscuous, like more. I mean, and there's nothing really wrong with that either. Like, it's just, I guess, a difference in how they're being portrayed in some aspects. We're not seeing a whole bunch of promiscuous women all throughout media. Did we ever see it all throughout media? Maybe. Maybe in gaming we said maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Are things too different? Maybe. Maybe not. We're seeing more people of color and stuff. Interesting though. Interesting. Said, if you were to compare it to the first Mary Jane, is the jaw squarer in this? If you were to compare it to the first, is the jaw squarer? Is her jaw squarer in this one than in the first game? Well, there's one way for us to find out the answer to that. We can pull up an image and compare. So we'll see. Oh, shoot, that's too small. It's a small image. Okay. I mean, no, not really. Come on, man. Open image, new tab. All right. Look, I'm not really that. I'm not the best with faces. I mean, I am, but I ain't. I am. The jaws look the same, right? Am I wrong? The face looks different, but I think it's the same face. They said it's the same face. The face does look different, though. She looks younger here too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about the cartoon face. The cartoon woman. She's a cartoon woman. I don't know. I'm not the right person to be talking about that, I guess. She's a cartoon woman. Look at her right here. Yeah, she's scared. Peter. Ah. Yeah, I mean, they don't. She doesn't. It doesn't look the same. No, she doesn't look the same. But it looks better. Right here, it looks almost photorealistic. Like this right here is like this looks almost photorealistic, which is dope. That's sweet. So the game is looking great. We need to have some gameplay segments of when you playing as other characters, man. That's sweet. You said, yeah, nah, I think she looks fine, just older. Yeah, she look fine. She just older, yeah. Ain't she older than Pete in the comics too? Is she? Maybe. I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that one. I don't know the answer. He said PS4 Spider-Man models lack texture. They looked half loaded sometimes. I love the new ones, level of detail and unique features. Yeah, it looks, dog. It looks sweet. And I love that shot of MJ and the symbiote. It looks sweet. Actually, one more time. Well, not one more time. We ain't even watch it in this stream. I'm going to pull up that trailer because that trailer was that business. And I'm going to point out one thing that I saw. Okay, I'm going to point it out. Here we're going to go to it. Because the one thing that I saw, I think, well, I mean, everybody saw it. You saw the trailer. Here we go. We're gonna bask in this for a minute because this is good, dog. This is sweet.
A lot's happened in the last 10 years. It's a miracle I'm even sitting here now. I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're gonna heal the world. Guys, this is my best friend Harry. Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
Hey, MJ, I have another name for you. Craven. He's here on some kind of hunt.
No, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world. take it back. All right, hold on. Okay, so this is inside of Oscorp, right?
My thinking is, this is a cutscene. Yeah, we're going to have some fights in Oscorp. Is Oscorp gonna blow up? I don't know. But we gonna have some fights in Oscorp. We gonna be able to go in. Like, I want to be able to see more interiors. Okay, I think we gonna have some fights in Oscorp. Like and how Spider-Man opened the first game, that when you went into Wilson Fisk Tower and all that, we're probably gonna have a lot of stuff like that. And I like that. I think that's sweet. Hold on. Yeah, right here. This is in somewhere. It says office. This is somewhere. Like, we're somewhere, dog. I want some fights, and it's like a aquarium or something. He at the zoo, and is that electricity back there? So it's like Miles coming, and Peter is fighting as well. Assuming. What was that little clip right there? He's like standing over something. Somebody fell. He didn't do. Is that Craven or something? He didn't. Probably done messed Craven up. I love how that's like a Last of Us. It looked like he was in Last of Us for a minute. Oh, let me take it back. Hey, thank you for telling me this, being able to go frame by frame thing. Yeah, that changes the game. It changes it up. Hold on. Okay. And we should have some destruction and destructible environments. I'm assuming this is like one of the specials that he does. So, like, if he's doing a special and we seeing this, maybe that's what special takes place, and then, some damage in that environment. I like that. That's sweet. And that electricity, though, behind the Miles, or somebody is back there. Or maybe it was just, maybe that's the more of the damage in the environment after, doing whatever they're doing. Is that Craven? This is such a quick shot right here. Such a quick shot. You said, the chat said Harry is pushing some button in the background. Where? Where is Harry pushing a button? I don't see no. Where is Harry? Right here? Y'all see Harry pushing a button? Y'all got some good eyes, because where is that? Where is that? Y'all can tell. Is this him? Where is he? I don't see Harry pushing no button. But I take your word for it. She looking at somebody. She looking at somebody. Somebody on the ground right here. Is Peter getting it off of him? Getting the stuff off? I don't know. She looking at something with a face. She got that look. We got our Last of Us setting here. I like that. I like that. Look at them graphics of that environment, man. Do your thing, Insomniac. That's right. Right here, this symbiote, the alien symbiote, and Norman. I'm not gonna lose you. And that's interesting because the symbiote is present with the green, and it's like Harry and Norman and Spider-Man's arch nemesis. And will they do Norman as Venom? And that's one of my old videos. I talked about Norman as Venom in the movies, actually. Right here, this is the Dane DeHaan tribute. Yeah, now this is that gameplay tease. You know, you're playing as Venom in the open world. That's my interpretation of that. And it should be like a wanted system where Spider-Man will come after you eventually. Imagine that in the free roam. That would be oh my gosh. That would be dope. In the free roam, Like in the free roam, y'all. Imagine that. Like you causing havoc, the police come and all that stuff, and SWAT, all that, and then eventually Spider-Man come, and you gotta fight him too. You know. Then maybe you could switch to Spider-Man. Fight Venom if you want, like in free roam. Once you beat the game or something, I don't know. That's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That'd be sweet. You said think Miles need a love interest. No, not really. I don't think so. I don't think it's that necessary. We're playing a game. Mary Jane is Peter, and we don't need to even deal with that with Miles. Miles, they said he's going to college. He figuring all that stuff out. Yeah. So, yeah, they don't really need to go that route with Miles' story. I don't think. Maybe they will, though. I don't know. It's a video game. I don't even think they need to do that in the movies, really. I mean, it's a part of the character. But, like, But I'd be wanting to see the action. I mean, the love interest would be sweet. It'd be dope. But I don't really care about that, if I'm being that honest. Like, I more so want to see more of, like, Green Goblin and Spider-Man really fighting and talking and that drama and intrigue and all that. And the love interest can sweep into that. But I'm not really into the soap opera, so-and-so loves so-and-so, and oh my God, and no, they don't love them anymore. But I get it, like the relationships. I get it. So that's a part of it. Free roam as Venom and get wanted from the Friendly Neighborhood app from people in city. Hey, yup. And then like the police, because you start eating the people, then the police come in and Spider-Man like, oh, you can't be eating the people, and then you got to eat, Spider-Man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that PlayStation looks sweet though. The game looks sweet. It's exciting, dog. This is really exciting. They doing their thing. I'm Insomniac. That PlayStation and that controller look good. So we gonna get that. We gonna stream it. We gonna play the game. It's gonna be better quality. It ain't gonna be looking how it was looking. I was streaming from the PlayStation, and I ain't really got the best quality. So when you watch me playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, that was streaming from the PlayStation. So it'd be going fuzzy, And I don't know why PlayStation do that, but it'd be going fuzzy. I ain't streaming from the PlayStation no more. We doing it a different way. We're gonna just stream from the PlayStation, connected to the system and all that stuff, and stream it that way. Straight from the PlayStation to the system, not PlayStation YouTube app. Because the YouTube app, PlayStation, it'd be lagging. Doing it, looking bad. We ain't doing that. Hey, y'all. We about to get on up out of here, though, with this stream. I really appreciate y'all. We was talking about all of the exciting features. We were exploring the exciting features and the gameplay of Spider-Man Miles Morales. Not Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2. I actually did not. Let me look at that before we get out of here. I do want to look at that gameplay one more time through the lens of that trailer, because it's now a different thing, because we got that trailer, so maybe we could see something different. Maybe it's a different perspective to be had, I mean, well, we're gonna see. It's Kraven in the beginning, we're gonna see. Go ahead with the gameplay, with the gameplay. We gonna look at see if we can see some of them gameplay elements that we just saw in that other trailer.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergey.
Funny enough, I was like at this point I was really
you will not share.
I was thinking that the graphics. The graphics was looking good, but need to look, the graphics look great here. But I was thinking that gameplay was looking too much like the like the last game. We're gonna see again, even though I know what it looked like. With that trailer, because this is probably what the final game's gonna look like.
And this is what you find. Sir,
if not better.
Perhaps a new hunting ground.
I expect it'll be Wolverine or something.
Light the fires. The great hunt begins.
The great hunt begins.
Lizard sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Queens.
Cover the door. The beast could be anywhere.
They're referring to Lizard.
You have no idea.
Not this beastly looking mother.
This whole lizard hunt ends now. Leave Connors alone. Craven wants a hunt. I'll give him one he'll never forget. He's gonna wish he never came to New York.
And okay, and like right there, you can kind of see. Hold on, let me take it back just a little bit. Hold on. Can I do the commas? Can I do the commas? Can I do the commas? Like right here. Okay, so you see the ground. Alright. And it looks like some deformation in the ground took place. So perhaps that environmental stuff, the city or the environment, and you can, I like it. You can go over there. I like it. They looking over there like, whoa.
Triangulating position. Target located at Harlem Fish Market.
108.9 FM.
Lizards across the river. I'm not gonna make it in time. Miles, the hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem Fish Market.
Lizard. I'm on it. Sounds like Craven's checking off his.
We don't have much time. Move.
Guess we'll chat later.
The graphics look good.
Yankee, the lizard's loose
The
at the
graphics
fish
do
market.
look good. That's
You still got that hunter drone you hijacked?
it did look the same. It does look, but the graphics are going to be better.
Boot up and see you there.
They have to be,
They
right?
got here fast.
I mean, look at that. That trailer, them graphics is looking better than this.
Can't let him find Connors, or he's done for.
Spread out. Find the lizard.
Oh, wait a minute. That just reminded me because earlier we missed it, or I didn't point it out. One of the moves he did, I think, is like that crazy move, right? It's like, maybe not though. Maybe he didn't do it.
Craven wants a hunt. I'll give him one
Yeah,
he'll
maybe
never
not. I
forget.
don't think he did it. Never mind.
He's gonna wish he never came to New York.
It's not one of the. Well, on Twitter, I feel like I did see something that somebody was. They were pointing out that there was that
the move when his head blows up and he he kill everybody. It was like was one of these things over here, or over here maybe, but I don't know exactly which one. I'm assuming it would probably be this one or something. I don't know though. But we can assume though, it's one of those buttons, right? You got to press a button to do it. It's a function, and you got to press a button to do it. All right, let's go back to where we was. And you can the graphics. It doesn't look bad. It's just the expectation of the PS5 and PS, Spider-Man 2, and, But upon final release, it's probably gonna look like that trailer. The trailer looked good. And the trailer probably, arguably, I mean, the developers would probably say, it looks the same. Or maybe not, because it doesn't look the same to me. So. He teleported, right? Is that what just happened? Like he just entirely became electricity. Like he just. Wow.
How's the hunt going? Watch out, there is no power. Judging by the 3 tons of dead fish, not well.
All right. Where are you, Connors? Garage might lead to him. Connors tore through this place. He's out of control.
I love though how it's a different story. It's not one that people are really we've seen before. I like that. Like Miles Morales being in it and Peter. It's a different type of story. I like that though. It's different. Sweet. The graphics right here look really good. Like the environment and stuff. Man. This gameplay segment seems a little bit odd.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating.
It's a little bit odd because it's
Genki, get behind me.
like it's playing on this scary concept, but the graphics aren't really. It's like the graphics are kind of throwing it off. Like it's, I don't know. The game, it's not really. Let me just stop talking.
Does that mean he's getting bigger?
Hungrier too.
It's just like the graphics. It's to me a little.
Man, new threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the date isn't complete.
Okay, I think I got a lock.
Genki, wait, be chill. That wasn't me.
Me neither.
I don't even have a stomach, so.
Let's go. Go, go, go! Take him alive! Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help.
We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis. Cool if I borrow this?
So the story is like
Really, really exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 a little bit. Then they need his blood. And is Harry going to know that Peter is Spider-Man? Is that probably going to deal with like the hate that he has for him? Like he hides that his blood probably can't help him. Something like that.
Is this not really actually? Is it not going to be Craven at there? This scene. It's going to be somebody else right there.
Help the tour boat! Right! I've got the metal murder bird! I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you. Poison clouds. That all you got?
Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking?
This gunship won't quit.
I'm right behind you. We'll take it down together.
No time. I got you. Time to go boom, boys.
Oh, no. Spider-Man has got defenses. Spider-Man, hang on.
And it's so interesting because Spider-Man never had a sidekick. I mean, he did recently. Before Miles Morales, like he did. It was, I forgot this guy, the kid's name. But like, he was always alone, and now he's with himself. He's by himself. Well, he has another Spider-Man. He has a whole bunch of spider people.
Grab on, let's go!
Right behind you.
And it's just, it's,
Whoa! Eat faster! Fly faster!
this part right here is just
I do not want to be
very
living
odd.
food.
It's very awkward. The game's gonna be sweet though. I really do think the game's gonna be sweet, and I think we all know that. Like it's the amount of games that are coming out of this quality, of this caliber, is not
Trying to take out that gunship.
less. It's not a lot
Can't get
anymore.
close enough.
Kind of unfortunate.
And one of them, remember?
Suicide Squad killed the
That's
Justice
it.
League.
Pete, alley-oop on 3.
It's not even coming out. And they didn't. Cyberpunk, but I mean, they remaking games, so they getting the games good. They getting the games good. And then Dr. Connors got away, and Dr. Connors is the one that's gonna help Harry, and Peter is working with Harry in the trailer, working with Harry.
He got away from us. It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
You know, the game is gonna be sweet. I think the gameplay looked sweet. I think that there's a lot of different elements in the game that we probably have not seen yet. If Mary Jane is working at Daily Bugle, she's probably going to be taking pictures. There's probably going to be missions in which we're taking pictures as her. We're going to have Venom gameplay. The Venom gameplay has to be vastly different from Spider-Man. It's going to be destructive. It's going to be sweet. We should fight Spider-Man as Venom. Spider-Man gameplay, we need to fight the other Spider-Man. We need to fight Venom. Can y'all hear me? I hope I wasn't too low right there. But we need to like, you know, there's a lot of different gameplay elements that is going to be packed to this game that they should go down these different routes. Why wouldn't they? I think they will. You're going to have the different gameplay and perhaps even play as a different person as well, a different villain. Why not? Have us play as a different villain. Shoot. Have us Miles Morales, Mary Jane, Venom, Dog, would I be crazy to say if they let us play as Wolverine? Would that be nuts? Web of Shadows. Come on. Well, you didn't play as Wolverine, but come on. Come on. And that PS5, hey, that boy looks sweet. That looks sweet. That looks sweet. But that's really it, y'all. That's all I got to say about all this right now. We're going to come back later on in the week. We're going to do another stream. We're going to talk about some more stuff. But I appreciate y'all for watching. I think the game is looking great. There's some exciting features. It's some gameplay that looks good, but you know, the game, I want them to really showcase some more updated gameplay. I want to see the graphics. They know this. They know that the graphics is the only thing that was throwing everybody off. Like, and then the new trailer, the graphics was looking good. So just show the gameplay with the graphics. The graphics wasn't looking bad, but like, you know, like I keep it real. They saying Zelda gonna win Game of the Year, dog. Look, if Zelda win game, I have not played Zelda. Okay, if Zelda wins Game of the Year. I have not played Zelda. If Zelda wins Game of the Year, though, I mean, if Red Dead Redemption Remastered comes out this year, right now, I don't see. It's not much. It's not many games that can win Game of the Year outside of Spider-Man 2. They saying Zelda though. Zelda. I have not played Zelda. I've not played Zelda, so you know I don't know. He said I have strong opinions on MSM2, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Okay, I was about to say what is MSM2? I don't know what that is, but I do know what you're talking about. Okay. He said playing close fight with Venom, Peter. Yeah, bro, that'd be sweet. Playing dog as Venom, like you fight as Peter fighting Venom and then switch or something like that. That'd be sweet. Insomniac, yeah, I love their. I think the story has, because of it, they're doing something different from the comics and stuff, and I think that's pretty interesting actually. The incorporation of Miles and where they're gonna take it, I think is interesting. Venom killing his mom. Whoa, shoot, what if his mom was Venom? Whole different switch, whole different thing. Dog, I don't know. I wouldn't. Actual game lighting is not good. Lighting during cutscenes is amazing though. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. I don't know. But hey, y'all, I think the game is looking good, and I think the graphics is only gonna get better. And if it's when it come to PC, you know dog. I see when I replay Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man, I'm gonna replay it on PC. We're gonna replay it PC Venom time. It's gonna be sweet. We're gonna even put some graphic mods in there, get some costume mods. It's gonna be a good time. But Spider-Man 2, PS, dog, the graphics gonna be sweet. That story trailer, okay. That gameplay trailer, then you know, but the story trailer, okay. Hey, yeah, that's it, y'all. Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned. Venom 2 million. It doesn't start and stop here. This is just this is the start, and it's not even the start. This is just the continuation. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what words. What it's not the start, nor is it the end. It's just the through line, the rising action. Yes, the rising action, because we didn't reach the climaxes. The rising, you get. Oh yeah, my writers out there, You understand what I'm saying? We're rising. It's a lot. It's a trajectory. It's bullish. We're doing it. But all right, y'all. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for being with me. It's late. It's 2:26 a.m. talking about Spider-Man on a Tuesday. Dog. This is one of my jobs, so I can do it. This is one of my jobs, so you know. Yes, do I have to wake up and do the other work? Absolutely. That's what I signed up for. That's what it is. Yes, signed up for this too. Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching, y'all. Venom 2 million saying, have a good one. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good week. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've had a good everything. I hope you're doing good. If you're not doing good, things will be better. And I hope that you understand that. No, things will be better. Hey, as always, I thank you for watching. Venom 2 million saying, peace. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.